Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get ourselves ready for some qualifying action here in Monaco. But, as always, before we do that, we, of course, have to decide what today's challenge will be for today's Grand Prix. Let's quickly assign the components where they should be as well. We'll go number 2 on all these. Like so. Good stuff. And the gearbox is number 4 there as well. Perfect. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying time here in Monaco. As you can see, we have got plenty of rain coming up for this session, which is going to make it very, very spicy. But before we get underway for qualifying here in Monaco, we, of course, have to decide what the strategy, or not the strategy as such, but what the Wheel of Doom will decide for our challenge in today's race. This could be a bad one here in Monaco, for all we know. So let's see what we get. We'll give it a good old shuffle, and let's see what the wheel decides we must do for today's race. We need to rig the wheel. Maybe it's already rigged. Who knows? Let's find out. We are not getting spin for double. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Did you see that there's a rare phenomenon coming up soon with the moon? Shares its name with a drink. I think it's called a blue moon. You saw me standing alone.
You're not getting a thank you for that, by the way. Ban one random ERS mode. Oh. I mean, I think the wheel's got to decide the ERS mode, though, right? Yeah, I think the wheel's got to decide the ERS mode. So what is it? We get none, medium, hot lap, and overtake, isn't it? Although we never use hot lap anyway. Should we even include hot lap? Because we never use hot lap. All I do is none, medium, and overtake. Do I even include that? Include it, you reckon? But if we ban hot lap, then like it's just pointless because 25% chance is nice. Alright, let's do a new wheel real quick. So we've got none, we've got medium, we've got hot lap and overtake. Those are the 4 ERS modes we get, so you just made me realize how important every mode is. To be honest, hot lap is like the least important one, I'd say. Include hot lap and ban 2 modes, but that's not what the wheel said. The wheel said 1 mode. This is boring on Monaco. If we lose out on overtake or medium, it could be very tricky. I ain't gonna lie. It could be tricky. Because medium is a very useful mode around here. Okay. Let's see. So we'll do it elimination style as always. Let's see what we are banning for today. So staying safe. Well, hot lap is safe. Hot lap is not being banned. That's probably a good thing, to be fair. That's probably a good thing. Medium and none are overtake. So the ones we actually use is actually being banned. Staying safe is going to be medium. Yo, if we ban overtake, that could be interesting. I'm good, thanks, Smith. If we ban overtake, that could be very interesting for quali. Very, very interesting. All right, here we go. Elimination style, don't forget, chat. Oh my god, overtake's banned. You can't sign up for it yet, Root. You have to wait until like 2 hours before the splits, I think. Overtake is banned. We cannot use overtake in this race. So basically, we'll be using none or medium, because I never use hot lap anyway. Wow. Overtake is banned for today. That makes quali very interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, we could probably leave the ERS in medium the entire time then, right? You're going to use hot lap purely to burn battery? Yeah, to be fair, I might have to. Hot lap might be the new overtake. I mean, it's going to be awkward anyway in qualifying, because obviously it's wet during the entirety of quali here as well, so... Okay, interesting. All right, so it might be a little bit slow on the straights round here. I think, honestly, we're probably a little bit lucky that it's a track like Monaco for something like that. Because if that was like Austria or even Japan there as well, we might have been in a bit of trouble. But, yeah, Monaco is probably not too bad. All right, I think everything is basically ready and set up to go. Difficulty, make sure it's 110. Everything else there is good. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Quali time here in Monaco. Hot lap has been banned. Sorry, overtake has been banned for today, so we are not allowed to use the overtake mode in today's race. Maybe I'll just unbind that to make sure I don't actually end up using it. Probably the best way of doing it, isn't it? All right, let's do this. Maybe I'll unbind my overtake button. Marlo, thank you for the follow, mate. Appreciate it.
They'll tell you. Nowhere in the
I've got to turn the music on in the game.
To get a high qualifying position than here on the windy, chicaney, challenging streets.
You can unban Kick. There's no need for a ban for that.
To set the grid for tomorrow's race.
Don't need the message is fine.
Potentially for the end of the race too. So welcome along, everyone, to the Monaco Grand Prix qualifying.
Unbind it says unassigned, and people comment about it. Easy comment farming. Facts. And then people are like, "Are you using cheats? Are you using Joyta key?" What's the button for that again? It's just called overtake, isn't it? Oh, it's done it several times, Nico. Okay, fair. Didn't take the hint, I guess. Where is overtake? Overtake. There it is. Right, let's unbind that. What's that on keyboards? F1 to unbind. All right, well, that pretty much confirms we can't use overtake, so I've just unbound it. I gotta make sure I gotta put that back on, though, next time I come on to F1 25. Maybe I'll do it after the race, just to make sure I don't forget. Nah, but then I wouldn't get the commentary. Right, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get underway for some qualifying action here in Monaco. As you can see, it is pretty moist out there right now. It's fairly light rain. It's not too bad, but hopefully we can try and do well enough to get ourselves somewhere near the top. Right, let's put a little bit more fuel in the car as well, just in case we'll do a couple extra laps. And let's head out on track for Q1. Let's do this.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave.
Imagine banning overtake on the 26 cars. Oh, bro, it'd be GG. You might as well just retire the race on lap 1. Yeah, like I say, I think Monaco is actually probably one of the nicer tracks to get that sort of ban in. Okay, I still can select overtake from this menu, so I gotta be a little bit careful, but should be fine. Like I say, I'll most likely only use none and medium anyway, and then hot lap when I can. I use my rotary dial on the left to go through the deploy mode, so... Yeah, I mean, if you banned overtake, then you would literally just fall backwards. At least you keep a lot of battery in the car, though. That's something. Crash for you, set a Lamborghini Cinema. If we catch you using overtake until you got to retire on the spot or restart the race, I will try my best, but I'm not gonna lie, it'll be very accidental, like very easily accidental to accidentally do that. It's quite easy just to bump it one more by accident, but I will try my best not to use it. I've unassigned it to really try and restrict it, but... Well, I've got 8 laps of fuel, just in case we want to do a few successive laps. In the rain, the tires aren't that bad, so you can afford to a few extra ones. All right, here we go. Yeah, no, couldn't even beat the AI without battery. Was he racing in Monaco, though? In Monaco, it's a little bit easy to defend without the battery. All right, here we go. A little bit skatey through the opening corners. Probably no real point putting in none for quali, so... Purple first sector. Overfueling makes you faster here, weirdly. Probably makes the car a little bit more grounded in a sense. I actually do like a slightly more fueled car for like wet qualities and stuff. Just keeps the car a little bit more planted. Oh, Christ. Somehow made that corner. That was very sketchy. Team Purple so far. Yeah, look at that. The battery is barely budging without overtake. It's just sitting 100%. Here we go to the line. For our first lap, it is going to be a 23.4. How much faster was that over Kimi Antonelli? Oh, it might dry up, you know, chat. What was Kimi Antonelli's lap time there? Monaco AI is literally Lucas. I fear that may be very ironic. At least we need to do a cooldown lap to recharge. True. Very, very true. Can let you just do back-to-back laps if you want to. Why can't you use the overtake? Overtake has been banned for today. The Wheel of Doom has decided, so we cannot use overtake at all throughout qualifying or the Grand Prix. Can use everything else, just not overtake. I ain't gonna lie though, chat. Judging by the pace so far, we might need to draw an extra challenge here, you know. I wonder if we draw an extra challenge. Let's head back into the pits and have a look at the times, but we are still leading the way at the moment. It was his first race, Blue. I'm not too sure. I actually ain't too sure. Ban TV pod view, strictly cockpit for the race. You guys can redeem that anyway. We don't gotta put that on the wheel. You can redeem that regardless. Driving far chase. Let's have a look at the times real quick. We're still P1 at the moment. What's our gap to the guys behind? At the moment, 1.4 seconds. Even without overtake, we are still 1.5 seconds up pretty much. Should we spin another challenge? Because even the wet, the AI here just isn't great. And even with overtake banned as well. Should we spin another one? The only thing is, I obviously can't change the setup and stuff like that because I parked for May. So if we get something like fixed setup, we'd have to respin it essentially. Second spin for the race, you reckon? I mean, maybe it could be doable for the rest of quali as well. Did I close Google? I did, damn it. Okay. Spin number 2, you reckon? Yeah? Should we do it? And enable overtake or double spin? No, we'll still have an overtake banned. We'll just do like an extra challenge, essentially. Like a so. So we'll still have the overtake banned, and then we'll do an extra spin as well, and see if we get anything a little bit more difficult here, maybe. Monaco Association, we gotta make up rules. That's what I'm saying, bro. Even the Wheel of Doom is still gonna make it too easy at this point. All right, let's give it a spin, shuffle real quick. And let's give it a spin. Remember, if it's anything like fixed setups, we've got to respin it. Oh, that's dead. Respin. That's only a 5-place grid penalty. That ain't gonna do much, really, is it? Should we respin? Come on, give us a red. Green band? I can actually take greens off. We can keep strict track limits on, maybe. Actually, it's Monaco's very easy to not get track limits, actually. So let's turn the greens off. DRS band? That could be alright, actually. Wouldn't make a difference for quality, but... Alright, which ones here are... Sim quality? That's unapplicable, really, isn't it? Preset sub, not applicable anymore. Force 3 stopper, that could be applicable, actually. Medium ERS only, that could be applicable still. Force 1 stop, not applicable either. And we'll turn that one off as well, because we already did that one. All right. That gives us a bit more chance of something that's actually going to be quite, you know, more useful, I guess, in a way. Spin again if it's yellow, do all 3. If orange or red, remove the penalty part. I think I've filtered all these out now, so that should make it where we're at a good point. Oh, wait. Got to turn that one off as well, because I can't do that anymore. All right. Everything else there should be fine to do. What does rainbow dry tire mean? What did we do for that one? Is that basically the rainbow tire challenge, basically? Where we have to use all 3? Okay, yeah, use all 3. Got you. All right, that's fine. Okay. Everything there is fine. All right. Let's run it. Well, looks like we're going to do a last or first here, huh? Looks like we're going to do a last or first. And imagine, I mean, we get 3 laps, I think, to serve it, right? I think we get 3 laps to serve it, so maybe we could try and break open a gap a little bit at the start, and then maybe jump a few positions, possibly. How bad are you allowed to jump? I don't think it'll matter too much, really. I gotta be a little bit careful, though, to make sure that I don't, you know, go into the back of anyone. Drive-through doesn't count for a pit stop? Exactly. So we still got to do 2 stops after that anyway. Okay, so overtake is banned, and we have to do a jump start at the start of the race, which will give us a drive-through penalty, and that amplifies things a little bit more as well as the race goes on, I'm sure. All right, well, there's the challenges for today. Right, how are we looking so far in quali? Verstappen's actually closed up the gap a little bit here. 4 tenths now. That's a bit better. Hamilton 8 tenths away there as well. Track is probably improving a little bit here too. Yeah, it's definitely a bit more of a dry line forming. All right, let's skip a little bit of time. Let's see if that's enough for a Q2. Probably would be, but just to be sure. He did say it was going to dry up at some point, though, I think. He said it was going to stop in like 10 minutes. So I wonder if we might have to go at the end here just to be safe. Let's see. 3 minutes to go. The rain has stopped. The rain has stopped, but it's very cloudy out there, and it still looks kind of greasy as well, doesn't it? Do I stick to an Inter here still? What's everyone else doing? Yeah, everyone else is still on Inters. I think we'll do the same. We probably will have to do another lap here, because I think lap times are going to improve quite drastically here. So, let's put the fuel down a little bit here as well, just to the minimum. And let's go with that. All right, let's run it.
Okay, let's go.
Bronze 3 drive rating and stage rating now. I'm given like split 5 out of 35 these days and getting cooked. I mean, even being silver 1 gives you a good chance of getting top split. There's a lot of like lower bronze drivers in LMU at the moment, so you'll have a clear track. I mean, that's assuming we don't mess up quali. If we mess up quali and we start, you know, hypothetically like P12, whatever, we won't make up like a huge bunch of positions for jump starting. And that will hurt us quite a bit as well, so all right, looks like pretty much everyone is out on track for this final lap here. Yeah, track is definitely a bit greasy still. The rain has stopped, but it is still quite slippery out here. I had an LMU race go well for me. It feels illegal. Yeah, I know that feeling right now. I know that feeling. We might do a little bit of LMU after this race. Depends how we go. Am I doing GT3 from Lee? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not ready for hypercars. But yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, I am doing a 6-hour race in Imola this Saturday, completely solo. The entire 6 hours I'll be doing on my own. So that'll be a fun little challenge. Hopefully we survive. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Bro, doing a workout on Saturday? Yep. Thankfully, Imola's not too much of a physical track, really, so makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, track is definitely getting better. .22.5 for Alex Albon. Oh, that was a... Oh, Jesus. That was a horrible hairpin. Way too much inside curb. Dropping down the order here. We're down to P9. 6 hours in the same game. Yep. All in one race. I love to see you do 6 hours Sebring solo. If they ever do a special event like that, then I would definitely look into it.
And we've dropped to P12.
It'll be my first endurance race in LMU as well, so I'm quite excited for it. And doing it solo will definitely be a mission. We're down to P19 now, so this needs to be a big lap. Verstappen, 20.3. We're 2.5 seconds up right now, though. Out we go for the final corner. Just resting the car a little bit for the final corner. And down the line we go. It's going to be a 20.5 for ourselves. I think Verstappen was actually quicker than us. He was. Max Verstappen takes the top spot for Q1 here in Monaco. Still got a couple more sessions to go through, obviously, but Verstappen on top so far in the opening session. Ourselves in P2, Hamilton P3, the home hero Charles Leclerc down in P4, Antonelli, Schumacher, Piastri, Hulkenberg, Gasly, and Stroll all in that top 10 right now as well. Sergio Perez in P11 in the Cadillac getting through to Q2. Colapinto, Norris, Sainz, Hadron, Ocon all through. Leaving us in Q1 is George Russell, who seems to always do tragically in Monaco in my saves. I don't know why. Bottas, Albon, Behrman, Bortoletto, and Liam Lawson all knocked out as well. And yeah, Liam Lawson was like 4 seconds off there. Jeez, that was a terrible lap for him. But yeah, good stuff. Into Q2 we go then. P2 heading into Q2. Sebring after 1 hour, or would heroes complaining about your wrist? Yeah, I think I'd definitely have to lower my FFP for that one, I reckon. Does solo mean you're racing other drivers? Solo means that... So the 6 hours of Imola is typically a team event, but I'm doing it solo. So I'll be racing against other people who are in teams, most likely. Maybe there'll be a couple others doing solo as well, but most people will be in teams of 2s or 3s or something like that. And I'll be on my own against them. Right. Soft tires are the expected tire. Now, it did say it was going to rain through the entirety of qualifying, but doesn't look like it's actually going to. All right, whatever. Right, let's put a little bit more fuel in the car just in case we want to do a second lap on these tires. And let's head out on track.
Right.
Why solo?
Ready?
Why not?
Get it out there.
Part of the challenge, part of the fun. Vince is a bad teammate, so solo driver approved for the race yesterday. Okay. Jace, thank you for following me. Appreciate it. When's the next Creator Series race? Not until F1 26 DLC. The season's over. There might be a couple of, like, you know, one-off exhibition races or something like that, or maybe some LMU stuff with Creator Series, but in terms of the F1 25 stuff, it is pretty much done, dusted for now. Still feels a little bit greasy out here, actually. Well, yeah, we are fighting against each other in the championship. What do you expect? I ain't gonna be that nice. Yeah, it's very greasy out here still. I think the soft tire is probably the better tire, but I can feel the tire still slipping and sliding a little bit. I know, right, Nico? I can't wait. Tommy, thank you for following me. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in. All right, just going to open up a little bit of space, this Red Bull in front. And then let's floor it for our first lap of Q2. This definitely won't be the best lap of the day, though. Because like I said, the track is still feeling a little bit greasy at the moment, so... Right, here we go. Oh, God. That is not a nice time for cars to go out the pits. Purple first sector at the moment. Wearing Rebel while driving Ferrari. Yup. And ain't nothing no one can do about it. 21.1 at the moment for Colin Pinto. Again, another little slide there. $20.3 for Lance Stroll now. Double purple center for ourselves at the moment. Car still feeling a little bit on the edge on these conditions. 19.7 for Lando Norris. 19.4 for Schumacher as we get another slide out the second to last corner. DRS wide open all the way to the line. How's it going to be for ourselves? This should be a strong lap time. It's an 18-0 to set ourselves as the fastest man so far in qualifying. You can definitely tell we are far away from optimal conditions. We should be under 1 minute 10s in the best conditions. And a 118 is the best lap right now. So I think the track will definitely get better as time goes on. So this will not be the definitive lap to get us into Q3 at the moment. We will definitely have to do a second one. I'm just going to let these guys behind me go so I'm not in their way. I just don't know who's on lap and who's not right now. Why not in hot lap the entire lap? Coming out of the corners in hot lap would put a lot of torque on the rear tires. It would spin them up quite easily, and I don't want to risk going into the wall or something from something like that. So I'll do hot laps on the straights where I can. But coming out of corners, I'll probably keep it in medium. I think Piastri was on a lap up there, but he's going to have a poor lap here, I'm pretty sure. He's got a lot of traffic.
2 laps of fuel left.
I could actually maybe do a second lap now and just see if the conditions are getting better. Because it's a bit slippery still. Part of that as well, yeah. That also plays into it too. I'm just going to try and back off a bit more. Let's do a second lap on these tires. 3% on the rear tires. Isn't too bad. Right, let's try one more. Track should be getting better as we go, so I expect this lap to be a bit better. Oh, again, look at that. Even on medium ERS, I'm still getting slight tank slappers. The rear torque just not able to withstand the greasy track at the moment, but you can see it through the corners. We are getting quicker and quicker. Green first section at the moment. Yeah, track is getting much faster. Much, much faster. Still feels a little bit weird in places, but we're already a second up on that delta right now. $17.25 to catch up. This should be a really strong lap. Beautiful. Track is just getting faster and faster right now. 2 seconds up. 16-0. And that puts us back onto the top once again. Again, the track is still only going to get better from here. So lap times are still going to get faster and faster. Just get an F1 car at this point. How much do you think that costs compared to what I've got right now? What's your challenge today? We have 2 challenges. One of the challenges is the overtake has been banned, so we cannot use the overtake ERS mode. And then the other challenge is that we have to get a jump start, which gives us a drive-through penalty. Tier 3 series worth more. Let's ban hot lap as well. I mean, again, I'm not really using hot lap that much anyway. Just like a little bit on the straights. What does hot lap do? It's basically like a slightly more powerful ERS mode, but I don't think it's worth using hot lap that much. We'll use it a little bit more today because obviously overtake is banned, but typically I would never really use hot lap. The only modes I use are none to recharge, medium to keep a fair pace, and then overtake when I'm pushing it a bit more. Hot lap is not really worth it for the amount of battery that gets drained, really. Oh, this probably costs 0.14% of an F1 car. Honestly, it might even be less. It might even be less. Vince drive through lap 1 for show. Yep. We have to serve within 3 laps as well. So maybe what we'll do is once we get the drive-through penalty, we'll try and open up a little bit of a gap as much as possible in the first 3 laps and serve it at the very last opportunity. So hopefully. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully we can try and get something out of that. Right. 1.1 seconds is the gap right now to Isaac Kerjar in second place. Our final sector there was mint, wasn't it? 19.3. Really good stuff there. Even the middle sector was fly as well. 36.4. Second up on Isaac Kerjar there. Really good middle sector too. Charles Leclerc is down in P8 on a 19.6. He's going to have to try and find a lot more time to get himself into Q3. But with that being said, we are probably still going to have to do another lap ourselves because the track is getting better right now. It is drying up more and more. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably stay on the same soft tire and do one more lap right towards the end to cement ourselves into Q3. Because everyone's going to put down stronger lap times this final lap with the track drying out. All right, let's skip on the time a little bit. Let's go to the last 3 minutes. To about there should be good. We should start seeing the first cars heading out on track. I've seen a sim rig that was basically a Porsche GT3 car. There are some rigs out there which are, you know, replicas of, you know, actual cars. I know Red Bull sell their own sim, which is kind of like an F1 sim in a way, which is really nice. But as expected, very expensive as well. Do online lobbies. We do open lobbies. Well, not open lobbies, but we do lobbies every Sunday. Right, Hulk is out. Oh, look at the traffic coming out the pits. Everyone's storming out the pits right now. Right, let's do the same. Let's put the fuel load to the minimum. And let's go on track for one last lap.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Not in the week? No. Only on Sundays we do... we call it community races because we don't really do them open as such. Sometimes we do, though. When does F126 come out? We're expecting it in June. I would like to think we'll get some news very soon. But they are leaving it quite late to drop any information about it at the moment, so... Maybe late April, early May, we'll start seeing the first words coming out about the DLC. Oh, there's so much more grip out here. Vince's BMW is worth around 10 grand. Yeah, probably there or thereabouts now. When I bought it, it was 13,000. So it probably has dropped a little bit in valuation since then. 10 or 11 grand sounds about right. Oh man, there's so much grip. This is great. This is the kind of grip I would die for right now. Give you a 5 on a jammy dodger shot. To be fair, the jammy dodger shots are pretty damn good. Wait, was it jammy dodger or jam donut? It was jam donut, no? I think. Alright, here we go. Final lap Q2. Let's submit ourselves into the final session of the day. Either way, it was a banger. Unbelievable stuff. Oh, look at the grip, chat. Look at the grip. $11.1, I think I saw that from Hamilton. 10.1 Schumacher. Sorry, 10.8, I should say. Beautiful lap. Here we go to the line. That is well enough to get us through to Q3 here. 11.0. Again, it wasn't actually the fastest lap of Q2. No, we're P2. Back-to-back P2s for ourselves. We lost out to Verstappen in Q1. This time we lose out to Michael Schumacher, who is on top in Q2. A 10.8 for Michael Schumacher. We are a tenth and a half away from him, which is roughly the same as what we were to Verstappen in Q1. Piastri, Hamilton, Norris, Hadjar, Verstappen, Gasly, Leclerc, and Sainz all through to Q3 as well. And then leaving us in Q2 is Lance Stroll, Nico Hulkenberg, Kimi Antonelli, Colapinto, Perez, and Esteban Ocon. They are all out in the second session. Only 5/10 separating that top 10. That's actually pretty crazy. Wow, very tight for Q2. All right, on to Q3 we go then. Final qualifying session of the day. Let's see what we can put down here in Monaco. Can we try and get ourselves a pole position? Let's find out. No, Cyrus, what happened, Alfonso? I mean, I don't expect to use a soft tire at all during the race, but maybe we'll save one just in case of safety cars or something. We have had safety cars in Monaco before, so I mean, if we use this one and use this one, that will keep that one spare. So yeah, we got 2 shots to cherry here, don't we? That works out. Okay. Let's head straight out on our first lap on a fresh soft tire so we can put down. Sandy, think that follow me? Appreciate it, dudes. Solo 6-hour race on Saturday? Yes, sir. We will be there. Should be starting around 2 p.m. UK time, I think. Honestly, the only thing I'm worried about is the going for a bathroom break. That's my main concern. But I mean, a pit stop in GT3s and stuff like that is obviously quite long, so hopefully I can get to the bathroom back in time before the pit stop's finished, but it'll be like a personal pit stop in a way. Water bottle. Is this a used tire? No, this is a fresh one. What do you think of your cockpit? I was thinking of getting it. I like it. I've had this one for like 3 years now. Served me quite well. Has picked up the expected wear and tear and stuff like that, but yeah, overall can't fault it too much. What I will say though is building it was a pain in the ass. If you've got someone to help you build it, would definitely recommend it. Doing it on your own can be painful. Did you ever find that screw? Yes, I did. All right, here we go. First lap of Q3. Let's lock in. How long did it take you to build? On my own, it took 6 hours. And then I also built another one with my girlfriend at one point, and it took about 4 hours with the help of someone else. 11.6 for Gasly. That'll be beaten, I'm pretty sure. $10 point something there. 10.7 now for Schumacher. $10.64. Hadjar now. Here we go to the line for ourselves. How's it going to be for us? We cross the line. 10.5. That lap puts into P1 for the time being. I think we've got a few more to cross the line, though. Lewis Hamilton cross the line, goes P5. Max Verstappen goes P2. And then there's Oscar Piastri across the line, who does not break into the top 5. And we currently lead the way in the final qualifying session of the day. We've still got 8 minutes to go, though. I think a 10.5 is probably beatable. But we are on top at the moment. P1 for ourselves, P5 for our teammates. It's all going to come down to the final lap here in Monaco for that pole position.
2 laps of fuel remaining now.
No, Alfonso, it's not. It's not a win, is it? Can't do that for me. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. What's it called again? I forgot. The cockpit. This is the Next Level Racing FGT. If that's what you're wondering. Oh, shit. My bad, Hadjar. It's not a lap anyway, is it? That's Hamilton's name in Hadjar. I saw a Red Bull. I saw the letter H and assumed it was Hadjar. No one would expect Hamilton in a Red Bull. 6 hours alone is insane. You were committed to it. I had to be. I streamed the entire thing as well. I literally did an entire building stream when I did it, and yeah, it was not pleasant. Everything ached after that. Why did you slow down? It was an in-lap. I was trying to let him go, but you know what the AI's like. All right. So, we lead the way then. Holy, by barely anything, because well over Max Verstappen. 18 thousandths separate ourselves and Verstappen right now. The first sector is where they're finding a lot more time right now, but that's to be expected because that's where, obviously, we can't use overtake, and they are. So, they're getting a lot of extra straight line speed right now, and that is helping them a lot to get a bit closer. The middle sector is very close between ourselves and Verstappen there. Both of us on 33.6, and the final sector is where we're finding a lot of time over them. So, very close over the lap, though. Very, very close. We've got one more lap to go here in Monaco. We are going to switch over to a soft tire as well. And hopefully this will provide us a little bit more time to go for pole position. Surely instead of doing all this, we could just skip quali. Yeah, but then I won't be able to stat pad the pole positions, will I? It's important that I stat pad. I've got to make myself look better. To be fair, though, I mean, look at that. Less than 3 tenths separating the top 7 right now as well. Damn, it's close. From P1 to P7, less than 3 tenths separating all of them. Crikey. Right. Let's skip down to the final 3 minutes. Like so. And then we can start getting ready for our final lap. So, the final set of soft tires are bolted on. Fuel load is on minimum. Excellent. We should start in the first cars heading out on track any moment now. And then we'll follow along shortly after as well. P4 in your league, but Vince is P1 in all our hearts. Gotta make it a physical thing as well, though, right? Always looks so weird seeing a Red Bull helmet and Aston Martin. Strange. All right, let's do this. Final lap of qualifying, chat. Let's go.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Have you heard any word on the new F1 game? Nothing yet. Unfortunately, I know as much as you guys do. I would like to think we'll get some news soon, seeing as we're expecting the DLC to drop in June, but yeah, at the moment, it's just been radio silence. Hopefully, we hear something soon, though. Fingers crossed. All right. Everyone is out on a track. No one's staying in the pits here. Everyone is going to gun for it on this final lap. It is possible we might have seen some people using an old soft tire for the first lap. So I wonder if we'll see anyone doing some big time gains on their laps here. You have no overtake challenge? Yeah, we have 2 different challenges for today. We have overtake ban, so we cannot use overtake. And we also have another challenge where we have to take a drive-through penalty at the start of the race. So it's essentially going to be a last to first in this race. However, my thinking is that when we get a drive-through penalty, you have 3 laps to serve it. So I'm hoping that in the opening laps, we can try and run away a little bit. Open up the gap to the guys at the bottom. And then maybe, if we're lucky, we can try and get a few positions to the guys at the back. But it needs to be a lot of luck, I think. It does make me question what tire we start on, though. Maybe we start on soft tires to try and, you know, get some track position and speed early on. Might be important. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is time for our final lap of qualifying here in Monaco. Let's see what we can do. Lock in. Can we try and start on the top spot for the Monaco Grand Prix? Down in the first sector. Oh, it's going to be close now at the moment, isn't it? Oh, that was very up close and personal with the wall. We're at 10th up so far. I don't think anyone's improved enough for the lap, so I think we're in pole position regardless here in Monaco. But let's see if we can try and maybe open up the gap a little bit more through the final 2 corners we go. Out the final corner, 2 tenths up. No overtake, no problem. We're in pole position for the Monaco Grand Prix. We did everything we need to do and more despite the challenge. Beautiful stuff. And that puts us on the top spot for the Monaco Grand Prix. Verstappen and Hamilton did improve their laps a little bit, I think. But, yeah, it was nowhere near enough to try and pip us for pole position. So we will start in P1 for the Monaco Grand Prix. Verstappen in 2nd place. Hamilton in 3rd. Hadjar in 4th. Norris and Leclerc in the top 6 as well. P6 for the home hero here, though. That's not great. Michael Schumacher in 7th. Piastri in 8th. Gasly and Sainz in at 9th and at 10th as well. And that will complete the Monaco grid order. 1st and 6th with Ferraris. A little bit of a mixed one for the Ferraris. But unfortunately, Frederick Vasseur has no idea what's about to happen for this Grand Prix, does he? So this could mean nothing for him right now. He'll be elated at the moment, but at the start of the race, he ain't going to be too happy. Vasseur is not going to be a happy man. What up, Tom? Start the 3rd light, then don't wait for the 5th. When can you actually jumpstart? Because I know there's like a bit of a phase where you can't move until it gets to like a certain point. Is it the 3rd light where you can start moving? Once all the lights are red? So once we get 5 lights is when we can do the jump start? Why you don't play F126? Why don't you Google F126 and tell me why? When jump starting, can you keep going, or does it reset your car or slows your car? You can keep going, yeah. You can keep going. I mean, if we want to play it kind of ethically and morally, what we could do is jump it, so we get the drive-through penalty, and then wait until it actually goes all 5 red lights out. And then go. If we want to. Actually, we jump start at 5 lights. Think it's after all lights are red. I just spam the clutch from 3rd light onwards. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I do wonder what tire would you do for the starter here, but yeah. Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Monaco Grand Prix. We start in P1, but that P1 is going to be a very short-lived. For those of you guys just joining, we have 2 challenges for today's Grand Prix. The first one is we are not allowed to use the overtake ERS mode. The overtake mode is banned for this race. So we cannot use it whatsoever. We can use whole lap, we can use medium, we can use none. Just overtake is forbidden in today's Grand Prix. The second challenge is that we have to take a drive-through penalty, which is probably the biggest challenge of the 2, really. But we have to take a drive-through penalty for a jump start, which means we have to literally jump start the lights. We'll be awarded a drive-through penalty, and we have to serve that within 3 laps of racing. So I think the best plan would be to take the drive-through and then try and serve that penalty as late as we possibly can. We'll take it all through the 3 laps and then do it on that final lap we're allowed to take it, and then serve it on that 3rd lap. And hopefully, we won't lose out as many positions. If we did on the 1st lap, we'd probably drop to last place. But if we do on the 3rd one, we might get to like 17th or 18th, which could help out a little bit. So we're going to be a little bit tactical about it. So anyhow, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's get underway here in Monte Carlo. Let's do this. This is going to be a spicy one, this one. Very spicy. It's 3rd, 4th, done it 100 times. I speak from experience, at least. For real, why don't you play F126? Short explanation. Because it's not a thing yet. It's not even out. The DLC don't drop till June, so... I'd like to think we'll get some news on it soon. But unfortunately, they are radio silent on us, so... Keep going after jumping, then pit. You reckon? It's 2026, no ethics in the world.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word.
Let's see, anyone got penalties?
Monaco, the late great Graham Hill once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco.
Imagine we got a bit of rain in this race as well.
The prestigious Circuit de Monaco then is not.
Can bro hurry the stream up? I've got a fantasy draft to attend to.
Almost a century ago.
Then go to your fantasy draft.
19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo. And although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety
I don't even know what that is, though. I ain't gonna lie.
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Wang lines up in pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start.
Wang edges Max Verstappen? What do you mean by that?
The rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Hadjar, Lando Norris, and Leclerc.
No penalties in the top
Michael
6.
Schumacher, Piastri, Gasly, and Carlos Sainz. Stroll, Hulkenberg, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Colapinto.
I don't think anyone's got penalties.
Valtteri Bottas and Alex Albon. Behrman, Bortoletto, Lawson, and George Russell ends up
Never mind.
lineup. It's almost time.
Never mind.
5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail.
To be fair, George Russell was like 17th anyway, so
And alongside me today,
he was already in trouble.
I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What are the final hours?
Simply and nearly
like
lovely.
for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your
Based on the time, I assume you're doing more tonight.
You see different drivers.
Well, we'll see how we go.
You know, some have got their headphones on. They're
We
listening
will
to
see.
the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy.
All right. I don't want to listen to
You
Davidson's
know this,
waffle.
but this track needs a lot of downforce, and as such, we're not going to have quite the same top speed as other circuits. The good news, though, is that it's going to make our DRS even more powerful. So try to make the most of it in the race and quali if you can.
Does he know? I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows. All right, chat. Here we go. Time to decide some strategies for this race. So, we are going to be taking a drive-through penalty early on. So, my thoughts are, what if we start on soft tires to try and minimize the time loss we're going to get from that drive-through penalty? The soft tires aren't going to last like a stupid amount of time, but... What's everyone starting on around us? Wow, look at those hard tires. Everyone's on hard tires for the start here, pretty much. Other than the two McLarens who are going mediums. Okay, interesting. Everyone else is going hard tires. Softs might mean you pit early and back onto traffic. Reckon you're still about starting soft, DTL lap 3, and then once you pit, pit for mediums or hards. That might be the strategy right there, to be fair. I mean, we probably will catch back up to the traffic regardless. But maybe by the time we get to that traffic, we could go for a medium tire at that point, you know? So it could well be a soft, medium, hard or something like that. I don't think we could do a one-stop. I mean, obviously, we're not allowed to do a one-stop here, obviously. So we have to do a two-stop strategy here in Monaco. Like I say, I don't think the soft tires are going to last a stupid amount of time. I think we'll probably only get, like, 12 laps maybe out the soft tires if they start fading out. But maybe that'll be enough time to get back onto the guys in front. And then once we catch up to them, then we can box for a new tire. But I think for the start, we probably do need to try and, you know, eliminate as much time as possible. The opening 3 laps of this race are critical for the entire race. The entire 78 laps of this race very much depend on our pace in the first 3 laps here. Because if we could try and jump some traffic from the drive-through penalty, that would be huge in trying to still get a result here. Genuinely huge. Soft, soft, hard. We only have one fresh soft tire, I think. So we probably will just stick to that. So either we could do like a soft, medium, hard or a soft, medium, medium or something like that. But I think I definitely want to start on the soft tires here. Let's also drop the fuel as well. We'll go 76 laps. Should be fine. Okay. Do you get disqualified for not serving the drive-through? Yeah, you do. Which is why we've got to make sure we serve it. 2 laps under? Yeah. Fuel saving should be easy here. Especially with the car we have to. Softs last 20, you think? Go into softs and then you're undercutting away and then onto mediums, then hard at the end. Oh, sorry. Softs last like 20. Sorry. I think it meant softs for the last 20 laps. Yeah, the soft tires won't last a huge amount of time. If they do survive 20 laps, that's pretty good. But I think after the first 12 laps, we'll start feeling a lot of grip loss. And then it will only get worse from there, really. So, okay. I think I'm fairly happy with that. What I'll do is I'll actually just change this to be like that. Just so we can keep an eye on what we want to do. So, if we want to do a soft, medium, medium, we'll have to do about 22 laps on the soft tires. If we want to do a soft, medium, hard, or a soft, hard, medium, doesn't really matter which way around, we'll have to do 19 laps on the soft tires, which is, again, not too bad either. So, both those strategies are very much available, I'd say. Depends how the tire wear goes, I think, and then we'll decide what we do from there. Is the projected race time accurate? Probably not a million miles away. Might be a little bit less, might be a little bit more. Obviously, it can depend on safety cars and stuff as well, right? So, I would say it's pinpoint, but it's not far off. Softs a good starting point, drive through and catch up to the pack, and then pit off the softs. Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm thinking as well. Depending on tire wear, you can choose medium and hard or hard at the end, obviously. Exactly. Exactly. Right. I think we'll do that then, chat. Okay. So, what do we do for the prediction then? I mean, do we try and go for the win still? I think we've got to, right? I think we've got to go for that win, don't we? We start on pole position. Obviously, we are going to have to serve a drive-through. But I think we can definitely still try and get a victory out of this. Obviously, Verstappen is going to be feisty in that Aston Martin. He's been very quick all weekend. And I'm sure he'll be quick today as well. So, either we go for the win, don't we? Either we have to go for the win. Win or bust? I agree. Absolutely agree. That'll be our prediction then. Will we win the Monaco Grand Prix? What up, Lucas? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is time for the Monaco Grand Prix. We start this one on pole position, but unfortunately, it will not be as simple as starting on pole and then winning the race, because we will have to serve a drive-through penalty. We have to do a jump start for the start of the race, which will give us the drive-through, and we have to serve that within 3 laps of racing, and we will see where we come out. But fingers crossed, starting on the soft tires, we can try and maybe bag a few positions to towards the end of the 3 laps. But it's going to be difficult. Very, very difficult, no doubt about that. And winning this race will not be straightforward, especially at a track which is so hard to overtake at, like Monaco. But we are going to start on the soft tires. It'll be a decision from there on whether we go medium, or whether we'll go medium hard. But we'll see how the soft tires go. We'll see how the pace, how the tire wear is, and we'll decide our strategy as we go. So we're going to play it by ear over the course of the 78 laps. Today's prediction, ladies and gentlemen, will we win the Monaco Grand Prix despite having to serve a drive-through penalty and having 0 overtake? That'll be the prediction for today's race. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Monaco Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up right now. Will we win the Monaco Grand Prix despite the 2 challenges that we have to deal with in today's race? We have a drive-through penalty to serve ASAP, and then we also are not allowed to use the overtake button whatsoever. So make sure you get your predictions up right now. This should be a very interesting Grand Prix. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix. We let up a pole position, but let's be honest, this pole position, in a way, feels fairly meaningless with the drive-through penalty we are about to get. It's going to be a spicy Grand Prix, I'm sure, but hopefully we can try and get a good result at the end of the 78 laps here. All right, rest of the grid lining up then. George Russell, the final man on the grid. He's taking a penalty today as well. And here we go. We will see 5 red lights. Or will we see 5 red lights? Here we go. There's the drive-through. So here we go then, here in Monaco. We have a little bit of an advantage. The guys ahead. Looks like Hamilton might be overtaking Verstappen at the opening corner here. Hamilton and Norris have both passed Max Verstappen at the start of this Grand Prix. But as you can see, we've got a drive-through penalty next to our name. We'll have 3 laps to get that served, and the time we gain right now is absolutely critical to make sure that we can try and get a good position as we exit the pit lane. We've already got 4 seconds to Lewis Hamilton here. Wait, have they bugged? I think the AI might have bugged, chat. Hold on, I think the AI might be bugged. Let me watch them for a second. Yeah, they're bugged. We're going to restart. Yeah, we've got bugged AI. We need to restart the race. Well, that was premature. Here we go again. Take 2. Let's try again. There we go. This time we've got to drive through again. Right, let's watch the guys behind again. Are they good this time? Watch that gap for a second. I think they're good this time. Yeah. That gap's not opening up too much this time round. Okay, here we go again properly then. Sometimes the AI bugs on restarts where they just, like, do not get moving at all and a restart has to fix it. It's like they go on, like, 0 AI all of a sudden or something. I don't even know. But this time they are actually functioning, so... All right, so we have still got that drive-through, though, most importantly. And like I say, it's very important right now that we try and open up that gap as much as possible before we serve that drive-through penalty. We've got 3 laps to serve it, so the plan right now is to open up that gap as much as possible. And so we can do... They're actually in charge of inflation, that's why. 2026 cars, eh? There you go, there's confirmation. We've got to serve it within 3 laps of racing action. So we'll try and take it all the way until the final lap of the 3. And hopefully it won't be too bad. 19.2 for Lewis Hamilton. Our lap obviously didn't really count with the drive-through, so the gaps are opening up quite nicely so far. That 3.4 to Lewis is quite nice to see. Purple first sector. I think we're actually already in a pretty decent spot here, you know. They're still bugged so slow. They're not. They're just on hard tires. I mean, we had 5 seconds by the time we got to the hairpin. We're not restarting. They're not bugged. Well, the drive-through, though, that's part of the challenge today. We have 2 challenges to complete in today's race. One of them was to get a drive-through penalty for a jump start, and the other was to... Oh, hello. The contact with the wall there. And the other is that we are not allowed to use the overtake button. That should be a purple lap here. 14.0, there we go.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
4 seconds now to Lewis Hamilton. Done a great job so far in the opening laps. Hamilton will be very happy about jumping Verstappen early on as well. That could be important for his race. So is this the final lap I can serve it, or I got one more? I ain't gonna lie, I didn't look at the thing when it popped up. Do I have one more lap, or... Is this it? Is this the final one? Okay, I'm glad you guys told me. It said 2. Chat, don't mess me up here. Do not disqualify me. Do not disqualify me. And then we'll get a message again before we get to the pit entry, so it should tell us. So penalty this lap. Okay, we have to serve it now. We have to serve it now. We've got no choice. All right, here we go. Come on, where are we coming out here? Please don't be in a bad spot. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'll tell you what, chat. I tell you what.
Right, we have 2 stops left in this strategy.
Come on.
2 more stops planned.
So with the yellow line. P12, you know what? That ain't bad. That is not bad whatsoever. We dropped from P1 to P12. That's not bad. We can work with that. That strategy has worked out very nicely. But obviously we've got to try and get past everyone now, obviously. Overtaking Monaco, as we know, is not easy. We do play sim damage as well, so got to be careful with our overtakes to make sure that we don't get any unnecessary damage, like floor damage or side pod damage or whatever. Now no overtake is going to hurt. Yeah, hopefully the whole lap can compensate, but it's going to be a bit harder to overtake when I haven't got overtake available. So we'll have to rely on a little bit of cornering speed here, really. The good news is I barely never really need to touch 0 ERS mode. We've got a yellow flag somewhere, and that's Nico Hulkenberg. Wow, okay. That makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it? There's one gone. Nico Hulkenberg is pulling over. He's out of the race. He nearly clashes with Antonelli on the exit of the penultimate corner. Yep, there's confirmation. Nico Hulkenberg out of the race here in Monaco. Okay, P11. What's the strategy? Starting on soft tires, going mediums, and then we'll see after that if we go for another medium or if we go hard.
Don't worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
What lap? We'll see. Depends what strategy we go for in the end. Oh, man, this could be so painful, isn't it? Not being able to use overtake down here is going to suck. Because this is one of the main areas you can overtake the AI in. But you need to use a bit of overtake to get a bit closer. So not having that is going to make it really tricky to try and overtake. But we'll try and stay close and find a way past. We are getting a nice whiff of dirty air off of Carlos Sainz Williams at the moment as the car gets a little bit skatey. Can we maybe try and hook up a move out through the bottom corner? Up the inside we go. Nico Hulkenberg's car on the left-hand side. Through we go on Carlos Sainz. There we go. Signature move in action again. A few of those would not go amiss whatsoever in today's Grand Prix. And that puts us back into the top 10 here in Monaco. Beautiful stuff. Let's try and keep that up. How is that not illegal? It's a good question, to be fair. That's a very good question. It wasn't a yellow flag zone, so technically we weren't allowed to overtake there, but stewards turn a blind eye, I guess. Sometimes the game isn't very good at recognizing things like that. It's very scuffed sometimes. Oh, Stroll got a very awkward exit off that curve. Can we try and go for a move here? No, I can't get close enough without overtake. Be a Samaritan and give the place back. Y'all told me that ethics were out the window in 2026, so... I'm just obeying what you guys were saying. Still got DRS though over Lance Stroll.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us. 6.3 seconds.
Come on. Fuel's already looking quite nice right now. 1.7 down on fuel compared to -2 we started on. Carlos Sainz still not really broken behind yet. Come on. Nice bit of slips. Stroll down towards the chicane. We're trying to get the XL chicane maybe. Nope. This is going to be frustrating, man. Not having overtake is going to be so annoying to try and get past the cars in front. It just shows that whole lap mode does use up a lot of battery, but it really doesn't provide that much speed, which still makes it so worthless in a way. And obviously being behind Lance Stroll will obviously cook the engine and the tyres a little bit more as well. The engine's actually okay, but the tyres, rear side, starting to come up a little bit now. Do you box to go to the back and have free air? I don't think free air is going to exist for a little while, really. If we pit now, we probably come out right behind the racing balls and still have to get through all the pack again. Like, we're obviously faster than Stroll. It's just that I need to try and get something somewhere to give us a chance of overtaking. And I'm not going to get close enough here either. Yeah, just too far back to make a move. Okay, he basically stopped on the apex there. Is it one stop possible? You're not allowed to, are you? Monaco has the two-stop rule for this game. Come on. I assume when the DLC drops, we probably will have the two-stop rule removed, but for F125 at least, we have to do the two-stopper. At least two-stopper. I don't know if a three-stop would really work, really, but Come on. Needs to find a way past Lance Stroll, man. This is going to be really annoying. Can we get an exit? Carlos sliding a little bit, but again, just... Can I dive it, maybe? Oh, it was a half-height dive. Stroll left of space, cuts the corner. Keeps the position. FIA have a word. Have a word. And still roll 4 of those tires off the track there, buddy. Let's head outside to get a little bit closer here as well, annoyingly. Blood lost to Stroll. I've never been so washed in my life, huh? That's how you know you're washed in their game, when Lance Stroll is beating you. Can't let that continue. For the moment, I can't get closer for a damn move. Predictions looking very optimistic at the moment. Could go either way, really. I mean, the top 3 have ran away at the moment, haven't they? They're at the chicane right now, so if I want to get them, I need to try and find a lot more time, and I'm just not getting it at the moment. This really shows how important overtake is, huh? The most important tool for overtaking I don't really have. It doesn't help that Lance Stroll keeps, like, braking a lot on the apex there. We do a GR63 line. I fear we might be getting towards that point, right? All aboard the Lance Stroll train. What's our gap to the 2 Cadillacs right now? I know it's not going to be enough for a pit stop, but I wonder if we can just try and open up that gap to the 2 caddies. We can box into that little window. Show the predicted pit strategy position. How many times you pressed overtake so far? Honestly, I actually don't think I haven't. Oh my god! I told you around lap 12. It would be lap 22, 21st right now. Oh my god, please. No! Oh, we actually got an X over them there as well. He still had the straight line speed to get ahead of us. Dude, I'm struggling right now to get past Lance Stroll. Really struggling. This is hurting. Box for hards. Again, the traffic will be too bad.
Ahead, 8.4 seconds.
The traffic would be way too bad. I was down the brakes there. Who's that second Merc stuck solo down? George Russell. He had a terrible quali. Come on, man. Surely, surely, surely.
We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining.
Bang! There we go. Let's go. Finally! Good God, that took way too long, man. Good move. Finally got an exit. That was all I needed, was just like one strong exit and we could get him. And now hopefully we can try and run away. 4.7 to Gasly. Let's try and bring that gap down as much as possible right now. That was horrendous, though, being stuck behind Lance Stroll for that long. That was painful. Really painful.
Okay, mate, keep them behind, please. It's critical for our race.
You got it, boss. You got it. Yeah, 1.6 to Stroll already. There you go. That says everything, really, doesn't it?
No tyre concerns.
Calm down, Will.
Focus on the driving.
I'm just trying to adjust my headset volume. Brands next weekend? Yes, sir. Do a full race update and see if it gives you a gap to leader. I don't think it does. I can check. Full race update.
P9, you're running P9. Keep going. Our gap to first place, 14.2 seconds. That's Gasly ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.7 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards.
Yeah.
That's Stroll behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards.
Did he say it? 14 seconds? I think I missed it if he did.
Okay, here's the gap that we're
So that's how much time we've lost so far then. 14 seconds to leaders. We'll try and claw that back, but obviously these soft tires are not really at their optimal pace anymore. Come on. Just keep pushing. Why would that be bad, Howick? Jose and Dr. Green, thank you for follows on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. Appreciate the follows. The whole week I'm excited to make it come out. I don't think that's bad at all, no. Ain't nothing bad about that. To be fair, we are actually getting a good bit of time on Piastri right now. 4.9 to Piastri. We have gained a little bit of time since passing Lance Stroll, which is good. Again, like I said, these soft tires are not really at their optimal pace right now, so just got to try and power through it. The objective to ahead of Lance Stroll should be quite easy.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I would love to, Mark. I really would. Getting a lot on Gasly right now. We do have the fast lap at the moment too. That was probably from the early stages. Probably still can, Nico, to be fair. Probably got to be mindful of the Grand Prix as well. Because that starts at like 7, I think, on Sunday. 33 and 35% of the rear tires now as well. The wear is climbing up. We've got yellow flags at the final corner. That is someone stationary. We might get a safety car here, and we are definitely going to get a safety car because we've got yellow flags. We've got a pile up in the final corner. Lap 16 safety car. This is a good time to bolt on a new set of tires. Really good time.
More or less into the pit window now. If you want fresh rubber during the safety car, we're ready for you.
Question is, what tires do we do here?
Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
What tires do we do? Mediums or hards? Softs can't do softs. Hards, you reckon? Go mediums in case of shortish stint. Hards. I wonder what the guys around us are going to do on the hard tires. They're going to stay out? They're going to pit? They're boxing. Top 3 are in. Okay, so they're all bowling on a new tire as well. I don't know what tire they're going to go for here, but let's go for a hard then. Make sure I don't get a penalty. Oh, no, our teammate. Oh, no. Oh, we held up a McLaren, though. That could be worse. 2.3 second stop as well. I'm stuck in the pits. Oh, bruh. Okay, we're still ahead of Stroll. Still ahead of Sainz as well. Okay. Didn't lose anything. Nice. Yeah, they've all gone for another hard tire, so they must have gone with a harder allocation then. We only had one hard tire, I think, so... Oh, no, we had two. Okay, so... I mean, we know that everyone has got a pit again then, because obviously they have to complete the tire allocation, but not just that. There's obviously the two-stop rule as well, which we have to complete too, to be fair. So... strategies will get interesting from here. You get extra tires because of the roll? Yeah, yeah. Soft in the end. I don't have a soft tire. As I just said, we've used up our softs now.
This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tires.
Can you box again now and get the stops done? Yes, but that means I have to go 60 laps on a tire. And I ain't doing that.
Up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back.
I am not doing 60 laps on one tire.
Car lengths of the next car.
Cars can do it, no? Yeah, maybe in real life. They did in real life, but they won't in this game. I'll drop the game sound a little bit more. It sounds a bit loud. We'll be fine like this. Don't worry. Don't ever think it. Wow, that is super slow out these two corners. We have had a bit of a tendency to get safety cars in Monaco recently. I think we had one last season as well, at some point. I'll go on again here. Sterling, there, follow me. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Let's make sure we keep the tires warm. We can probably burn some fuel here as well. We're already up minus 0.6. We started minus 2 down. So we're doing very nicely on fuel at the moment, so don't have to worry too much about that, at least. Let's just lock you up the entire way down the hill there. I barely touched the brake pad and it's locking up. Monaco, huh? Look at the traffic jam down here, bro. Car was almost stalling going through that corner.
Right, let's pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close.
Relax, Mark.
10 car lengths of the car ahead.
Relax.
Safety car in this
There we go.
lap. Safety car in this lap.
That didn't last long, did it?
Make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the
What brake marks was they at? 53 or
Stay in
54?
position until the green flags.
I think 54. Okay, well, only a couple of safety car here then. We're immediately getting back underway for green flag action. No one retired from that safety car incident. Someone had spun out in that final corner, but we are going to be back to green flags very soon as look how slow we are. Out the Brunswick corner, Piastri is not getting moving, and look at the gaps forming up ahead here. Out we go, and we got...
Red flag, mate. Red flag. No overtaking, please. We'll see you in the pit lane.
What?
All right, if we play this right, we can get a nice advantage here. Let's have a think about how we handle the rest of this race.
What? We got a red flag on the safety car in lap. Okay. That's normal. They go still on the restart game, cause a red flag. All right. Well. Fair enough. I mean, technically, this would be the final stop, wouldn't it? Because this will be the second tire we use. Technically, third tire we use, I guess. Which means we would actually complete our allocation for Monaco. So technically, we could go to the end of the race in a hard tire. But looking at that graph, I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we'll probably more likely do something like this. That means AR2, you might be cooked. I don't know, not necessarily. Because they're going to struggle on tires towards the end. I mean, we could... Okay, so there's two options here. From what I'm seeing, we have two options here. We could start on the medium tire for this restart and then go hards at the end. Or we could do hards and have the option to go to the end, or go for a medium tire at the end. If we go medium tires, it means we'll definitely pit. If we go hard tires, it'll be a maybe pit. Go hards, or the hards are basically not one? Nah, not at all. And the front tires hit like 1%, that was it. Fisted Door, I think that follows on me. Appreciate it. You guys reckon hards? But I don't think we'll take the hard tires the entirety of the 58 laps there. I think the tires just be horrible for the last, 20 laps most likely on that stint. So I think most likely we'll probably pit for a medium tire. If we were to pit, what lap would we need to go for? Around... Between 50 and 55 is probably our pit window if we wanted to go for a medium tire. Everyone else will do a hard, so far we'll, Oh, everyone else who did hard so far will stop. Yes, yeah, they will. Unfortunately, I can't see what the AI are doing, but I'd imagine a lot of them are going to be on medium tires this first stint. But they are going to most likely have to pit again. Probably back onto the old hard tire. Unless they can go onto their other hard tire, but I don't think they will. All right. Poll is just a suggestion. What is the poll saying, actually, so far? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, everyone's saying hard tires anyway. All right. Let's run that. We'll start on the hard tires. Let's go. And then maybe medium tires at the end. We'll leave it like that, but maybe we won't pit. Maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Right. Here we go, chat. Once again. And you can see there's a lot of splits now between the mediums and hard tires. But here we go. 5 red lights. No jump start needed this time. Away we go then for lap 21 over the Monaco Grand Prix. We got a good launch over Oscar Piastri there. Can we make a position? Yes, we can. There's one early on. That could be very beneficial for ourselves as we use a bit of hot lap up the hill and into the top of the hill we go. And we are right behind the rear end of Pierre Gasly heading into the end of the first set. The Gasly cut off that inside. Kind of blocks us off from having a chance of overtaking there, really. And here we go again. There'll be a car park through the hairpin as everyone just tries to navigate through the hairpin early on. But a nice early start there for the restart, and that puts us an extra position up. But a wild Monaco race so far, isn't it? With the safety car, the red flag, the struggling to pass cars as well has made it very difficult. It's been a bit of a chaotic one early on. So Pierre Gasly is on a medium tire. He will have the grip. But can we have the pace over him? That's the big question right now. Just got to try and find an area where maybe we'll be a little bit quicker and have a chance to overtake him. Oh, shit. That was a clump. Tires are good, thankfully, but that was a bit of a hit on the rear right there. We're good, though. We're all right.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS.
Two-stopping from here is wild. I don't think anyone's going to two-stop. I think everyone's going to do most likely one more stop. Maybe those on hard tires might try and get to the end, but I think they're just going to cook up their tires doing that. Oh, a bit of slide out of the exit. We're good. Red Bull showing a Ferrari is crazy. Yup. And ain't nothing anyone can do about it. Which makes it even better. And just can we go trying to get our foot down, but again, not going to have the grip over Gaz at the moment, so I'll make it a little bit tricky to pass him. Our pace is okay, though. We have broke away from Oscar Piastri behind, who is also on a hard tyre. The DRS available now as well. Charles Leclerc, our teammate, currently in P6. Lewis Hamilton leading the way so far. Then we've got McLaren in P2 of Lando Norris. And then I think Michael Schumacher in third and... Sorry, Max Verstappen in third and Michael Schumacher in fourth. Come on.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Try and get an exit. Again. That's a really good corner to try and get the exit and make a pass, but that medium tire just has the grip right now. I'm using a bit of HOLAB down there to try and get closer, but just can't get close enough. And that makes it really difficult to try and pass him. These challenges have not made this race easy for us, but that's exactly why we have the challenges in place. To make sure it isn't easy. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's my bad. I tried my signature move. That time it did not work out. And here comes Oscar Piastri looking to the outside. Trying to make us pay for our mistakes, but we held our inside line beautifully there, and we won't be able to have a go at Gasly because of that either, so that'll have to wait a little bit longer.
Okay, mate, Gasly's ahead of you. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
Got to overtake Gasly by lap 32 is what Mark wants me to do, so I'm trying to do that anyway, but we'll try and obey. Come on. Gap to Charles Leclerc opened up to 2.5 seconds now as well, which doesn't really help. Like, they just get such bad exits there, so that's why I want to get a move done in the final corner. But I've got to make sure I really get the exit right myself.
The gap to the teammate ahead of us, 2.1 seconds.
14.4 that time around. We're just a bit of a lap here just to try and get a little bit closer with some slipstream. Piastri still within that 1 second of us at the moment. Charles Leclerc is exactly running away up front, but obviously he is in a bit of traffic up there too. The entire top six is pretty much heel to toe with each other. And again, still not quite getting the exit at the moment. This might annoyingly have to be a patience game, which I know we don't want. I know we want to try and get past Gasly, but that medium tire is good at the moment, so overtaking is going to be a little bit tricky. Unless we can try and pull off a move somewhere. I think our best chance in these last two corners. But that's a bit too far back there. Went a little bit deep in the penultimate corner. And here we go again, down towards turn 1 onto lap 26. It's difficult out here, man. It's very difficult. We have yellow flags again. And I think that's behind us. Who is that? I think it's Carlos Sainz. That'll be a mechanical failure for one of the Williams. We'll keep an eye on him and see where he pulls up, but that is going to be our second retirement of the day after Nico Hülkenberg. I'm actually falling back a little bit from Gasly. What lap was the red flag? 19, I think. It was literally on the safety car restart lap. Yeah, there's confirmation. Carlos Sainz out of the race. Overcut or undercut? It might be neither. Depends how the tire wear goes. But there's a good chance it's neither strategy. Maybe it's down to the end. Tires are wearing fairly evenly right now, though. 6% across the board, pretty much. That front right's a little lower, but the rears and the front left all on 6%.
By about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
1% per lap, roughly. Yeah. So that definitely will not be pretty at the end of the race, then, will it? And obviously, the more the tires wear, the rate will increase a little bit, too. So... Come on. Depends what others do. Can actually find out, can't we? Let's see what Pierre Gasly's strategy is. Driver in front.
That's Gasly ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:14.1. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
Did he say one more stop? I ain't gonna lie, I kind of zoned out when he was speaking there.
Laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, okay. So Gasly is doing one more stop. Let's see what Piastri's doing. Driving behind.
Piastri's behind.
Oh, listen this time.
They're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Time last lap, 1:14.5.
That didn't say anything, did it? So I think everyone who's on a hard tyre is definitely going to try and get to the end. If you're on a medium tyre, you are definitely stopping again. I am curious to see what tyre they'll do for their second stop, though. I have a feeling it might be another medium. Either try and go to the end then. I don't know, man. These tyres are going to be brutalized by the time we get to that point. 11 laps old means it didn't change tyres. Maybe it was a tyre they fitted for the safety car restart. But then the red flag came out on that same tyre, maybe. I just cannot find a way past Gasly at the moment. I'm just stuck behind him. It's really frustrating. That medium's a quick tyre right now. Really quick tyre. Top four are kind of broken away from Hadjar and our teammate Charles Leclerc. Oh, that was a nice exit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Side by side through here is not easy. There we go. We're through on Pierre Gasly. That took a whole minute. But we got one exit. So all we needed was one clean exit. And we are finally past Pierre Gasly. Again, that's a move that really just took too long to get done. But maybe these hard tyres are starting to come into their own now. But that's an important move done on Pierre Gasly. Up into P7 we go. And now we'll try and hunt down that top six. Very important move. Glad we got it done finally. But I fear that it's only going to get harder from here, really. As we get up to the more challenging drivers and the more competitive cars. And our teammate is up next.
No need to worry about
Fuel is back in the green, though.
Everything's looking good.
Yeah, look at that. Really broken away from Gasly by nearly 2 seconds now as well. It just shows how much pace is being hidden there, really, by being stuck behind the Alpine. And we're already 1.6 behind Charles Leclerc as well, so let's keep working that gap down.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.6 seconds.
Hello, Coit. When we qualified on pole. But we had to serve a drive-through penalty. Which put us back to P12, I think it was. And now we're slowly getting up to the top 6. It's taking a bit of time. Come on. Oh, I'm back in, getting a little bit slow, sliding out the left-hander. We are within DRS range of Charles Leclerc now. It took a little bit of time, but we are there. But Leclerc does have DRS and Isaac Kajara as well, which might make it a little bit more awkward to try and pass him. Plus the slipstream as well to go with it. First lap of the race. There we go.
Keep this up. Well done.
There's a good sign of some pace. 13.6. No fast lap of the Grand Prix. Oh my god. How are these hard tires sliding already, man? 11% in the rears. Fronts are on 6% each now as well.
Use your overtake button.
So yeah, it is pretty much about 1% per lap then. What are the blue dots? That basically means our rival of some sort. Leclerc is our rival despite being a teammate. Hadjar's also got a rivalry of some... I think Hadjar's a rating rivalry, I think it is. Tire temps. Tire temps are... 89 and 88 degrees, which is pretty fine. It's not really tire temps that's the issue. It's just the amount of kind of high traction zones there are. Ancient Salinity overtake, but you can't. Yeah. Are we playing the long game here? Again, we kind of have the option, really. We have the option to play the long game, or we could pit and bolt on a medium tire at some point. In theory, we could bring back... yeah, we could pit at the same time as the other medium tire guys, because they're most likely going to bring on their medium tires again. They should have another set of medium tires. We could probably do the same. We've already used one medium tire so far, but we can use another one. But it just depends on what really is the quicker strategy here. We know that overtaking can be difficult here too, so... Oh, hello. Oh, God! Let's go, baby! There's the signature move again! Up into P6. Surprise attack on Charles Leclerc.
Pull away. You know what to do.
He left that space wide open in that final corner. And we grabbed it with both hands. Up into 6th place. Hit the pit board there. Yeah, I've destroyed a lot of pit boards today. I've destroyed many pit boards. Come on. 1.5 to Hadjar. That gap's opened up a little bit because that battle with Leclerc, but that's okay. 28.8k. Nice. Let's go. 200 away from 29k. Love to see it. Come on. Your pace around Monaco is also just a struggle bus. Yeah, Monaco is the hardest track to nail, really, isn't it? I mean, I personally don't find it the hardest. I genuinely find Miami harder. And obviously, that's definitely a skill issue of some sort. But I find Monaco easier than Miami. Not many people will say that, I don't think. But I will. I suck at Miami. I'm so bad there. I mean, I think the thing I struggle so much with in Miami is, like, there's a lot of fairly blindish corners, and it's a low grip track as well, so it's super easy to lay up the rears a bit too much or get a lot of understeer you don't expect it. I don't know. I generally prefer driving Monaco to Miami. Maybe the word, like, easier is quite loose, but... Do I remember you? Well, considering you're on the stream a couple hours ago, I'd hope so. I don't think my memory's that bad. .2 to the top 4 so far. That top 4 has started to slowly split apart. Come on. Let's try and engineer a move on Hadjar. The medium tire is definitely not quite as strong as it once was. I think the hard tire is slowly showing to be the better tire at this point. I don't know when they're going to pit. That's the other question right now. I have no idea when they're going to pit, and I have no idea what tire they're going to go for. So this will definitely mix up the strategy quite a bit. Come on. I need like a higher engine mode. Mark, give me another higher engine mode, buddy, please. Give me party modes. Make the engine illegal, I don't care. Give me some more power. We will have a bit of power. Leclerc's not really jumped off too much, really, has he? Oh, jeez, that's understeer like crazy for that right-hander. I'll definitely right off any chance here. Are you doing no battery or something? Overtake is banned. We're not allowed to use overtake. Oh, wow. That could have been a good chance there. Try using /game mode creative. I've seen people doing that in our private Minecraft servers before. Y'all ain't innocent. Y'all are not innocent. Charlie, thank that follow me. Appreciate it, dudes.
Overtake button and see what you can do.
I know it's that left thumb pressing something. What is that? I'm just pushing the left joystick to change my deploy. You'll sometimes see my right thumb doing this as well. That would typically be my overtake button, but I can't obviously use that today. Clear left, clear on the right. Your 3 wides. Come on, mate. Gym moment. Clear above. Unless you're racing against AR, then no. Come on, come on, come on. No.
Tire wear for now.
That's definitely a good error to try and get a move done, isn't it? All I need is a slightly better exit. Mine's usually hard luck throughout the race. I personally quite like having the cuss words on. Sometimes it gets really mean. It's quite nice. It's nice to have that, like, bit of humbleness, you know? How's Arsenal? I don't know what an Arsenal is. Never heard of it. What's that, a butt cheek? Insert a seal gift. Which one, though? Oh, hold up. Yes! He cut the chicken! Come on! Vamos! There we go, into P5! We actually finally got a move done into the chicane, about damn time. We've been trying that numerous times so far, but just couldn't quite get close enough into chicane. This time, we got alongside, we stayed alongside and got the move done. All right, into P5 we go. 3.6 to P4. There is still a good chance we can get on at least the podium here. The guys in front are all on medium tires as well, don't forget. So they are going to pit again. Do not forget that. They are going to pit again. Again, we still have our strategy fairly up in the air right now. We could be playing mind games with this. We could unleash an extra stop, or we could hold out on these tires till the end. But we've got 38 laps to go, and we are back into P5. And look at the gap to Hatch already, 1.6 seconds. Beautiful. Cooking, chat. We are cooking. Full gas. Can you go to the end? We can, but it won't be pretty. 19% of the rear tires already. The rear tires are going up roughly 1% wear per lap. When did you box? We had a red flag on around lap 20, so... I think we're about maybe 7 seconds behind the leader. Something like that. Which isn't too bad right now, but obviously they are gonna have to stop again. I'm sure they'll probably catch up a little bit with their extra grip too. You're doing 58 laps on hards. That's a possibility, yeah. That is the possibility. Come on. Already 3 seconds clear of Hadjar since we passed him a couple laps ago. I think the medium tires are definitely struggling right now, aren't they? Oh, I just grazed him on the right-hand side there. Shouldn't be too bad, but we'll get away with that one, I think. It's 88 degrees on the rear tires.
The car behind started to drop back.
Definitely stay off track position, you reckon? Is Monaco not mandatory to stop? Yeah, already have to stop twice. The red flag also counts as a pit stop, so we had swapped tires already slightly before that. Well, actually, what happened was we got a safety car on lap 18, so we pit under the safety car, which did one of the stops, and then on the safety car restart lap, there was a red flag, which made us do our second stop. So technically, we've actually already done our 2 stops. Which is why we can go to the end if we want to. From this point onwards, it's all about which strategy is the fastest. So we need to decide whether staying on the hard tire to the end is the fastest strategy, or if paying for a new tire at some point will be faster. And again, like I say, everyone around us on the medium tire is going to pit again. Are you doing 2 races today or just 1? Probably just the one, but we're probably going to jump on some LMU after. Maybe do a couple races on LMU. I feel like I want to get justice in Monza after what happened last time. Overcut might not work, though. That's the question. Unfortunately, I do not have the ability to look into the future, so I couldn't tell you what works and what doesn't. Thoughts on MLS 6 Hour? The real one or the LMU one? I unfortunately didn't...
Battery charge is high.
Unfortunately, didn't get to watch as much of the 6 as I wanted to because the Arsenal game was on at the same time. So I watched the first half of the race, but then had to unfortunately switch off. But I saw the end results. Double Toyota podium on Ferrari's home turf. You'd love to see it. Very keen for Spa in a month's time. Actually, less than a month, I think, isn't it? Vince gets shafted at Monza Part 2 coming up. Yep.
Slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep up this momentum.
We will be there no matter what, right? What do you guys watch WC on? I have TNT, so I can watch it on there. You can also watch it on the World Endurance Championship app as well. They have their own website and app that you can use, but obviously it's paywalled. How does the car feel? Feels fine. Could be better, could be worse. You only have Sky? Yeah. I mean, you could probably find a totally legal live stream to watch on that I totally cannot endorse. Oh, man, again. That chicane is where we are so much stronger. Where we're starting the WDC. Right now, we are leading the World Championship by 30 points, I think it was, to our teammate Charles Leclerc. I love legal live streams. Oh, mate. Legal live streams are the way forwards. If I was to watch a race, I would always totally watch a legitimate live stream, obviously. You know? Got to make sure we're contributing to the world's economy and the entertainment industry. Is this a mod? Yes. Raphael, thank you for following me. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Oh my god. I'm starting to feel the rear tires getting more and more slidey now. 23 and 24% isn't that bad, but I'm definitely feeling these tires struggling the more we go at the moment. Anyway, using Holap. I ain't got no choice. I have no overtake today, so Holap's the closest thing I got. Come on, we're all in the back of Schumacher right now, man. That challenge sucks. It's definitely made Monaco much harder. Why can't we use overtake? The Wheel of Doom decided. Every single Grand Prix, we spin the wheel to decide what the challenge will be for that race. And today, the wheel decided that we cannot use overtake modes. And we also have to get a drive-through penalty, which we already did. So one of those two challenges complete. The second one will be done over the course of the next 22 laps. Is Hamilton in the lead? Yes, Hamilton is in the lead, yeah. Norris in second, Verstappen in third. They're all quite close together up there as well. Gap to Verstappen has opened up a little bit, though. I think Schumacher is not having a great time on his medium tyres.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Have they stopped? They have done their two-stop like mandatory thing, yeah, if that's what we're asking. But they're on medium tires. They probably will stop again. Most likely. Who got pole? We did. Even with no overtake, we still got pole position. Got it by 0.2. Gap behind 6 seconds now. Yeah, they'll be stopping one more time.
Okay, mate, let's try and pick our moments where we use the RS. Let's try to be consistent with it going forward, please.
Oh, what? What is that objective, bro? Bro, look at that objective. That's taking the piss. Use overtake mode for 1 second each lap. He does not know. Bro does not know. That is literally a impossible objective for me. Oh, damn. Wow, that was horrible. I want to try and get the exit there, but I went way too deep. Use it in the hairpin. Nah, we made the rule.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we
Oh, never mind, it failed already. There we go.
Listen, not to worry. Get your head down, chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race.
Oh no, I accidentally pushed the dial one more to the right. Oh, damn. What a shame. Hey, this Audi rear wing is like gonna be engraved into my brain soon. All I'm gonna think about is a Revolut card. More of a Monzo guy personally myself, but that's just me. Get a little bit of a slide there. Dive bomb is the answer. Yeah, if I can get close enough for a dive bomb. What I want to do is maybe a little, something like this. Never mind. Ignore me. I was going to try and cook up an aura farm right there, but I think I might have just lost aura if anything. Oh my god, the sliding. Pit to overtake. Where would we come out if we pit? Our rear tires are on 26 and 27% at the moment. The rejoin says P14. I don't like that. When's the new game coming out? The DLC is expected in June. I don't like that rejoin. P14 is not pretty. I don't know, actually. Oh, Jesus. Done a bit like that. Looking at the track map, I don't think it would be P14, surely. We'd probably come up behind the Aston. Oh, okay. The medium tires are in. All right.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
28 laps to go. What do we do here, chat? This is the moment we got to decide if we stay out or if we pit. What do we do here? We're in clear air now.
So we're leading our teammate by 7.4 seconds.
Piastri 10.4 behind. Piastri didn't pit though, did he? Piastri stayed out on that hard tire, right? God, the car is so snappy. You're not using battery? Look at the pin message. No, I don't think we can box, really. Where did they come out?
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we
Yeah, Charles Leclerc is at the chicane now. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I like that. We've got 27 laps to go. I think I would prefer to stay out at this point, I think, chat. We are getting on the guys in front. We're 6.6 away from Norris. I intentionally waited for that 10th mark to go down. Or up. I don't really care. Again, 1.5 seconds in clean air. Yep. Clean air is king. And it's proven that way so far. We're actually extending the gap to Piastri. Verstappen's in P5. Verstappen is on a fresh medium tyre. So his time will be very important to keep an eye on. But he might get stuck behind Piastri. We know it's difficult to overtake here. So keep an eye on Verstappen and we'll see if he can get past the Aussie. We could use Piastri as a bit of a buffer here, really. Bit of a moving chicane to stop the guys getting forwards. We know that Piastri's not going to pit again. What's your maximum rotation? I set to 360 for this game. What did you get on the wheel spin today? Overtakers banned, and we had to jump start for a drive-through, which put us down to P12. 12.7 for Max Verstappen. Our last lap was a 14.7. Verstappen right now in clean air is 2 seconds quicker per lap, but he has just met Oscar Piastri, so let's keep an eye on that. Stone's living C on a free. Is he? Wow. Hey, they're going to have no one in that Centurion team left anymore soon, are they? If anyone. Silver and Stone's both leaving. Show it fastest, yeah. Still gaining on Norris and Hamilton up in front. But yeah, we've got to keep an eye on Verstappen in that fight for P4. If he does get by Piastri, he might be in a little bit of trouble. Hamilton's in. Oh, I didn't expect that. What's Hamilton doing? He's going for a medium tyre? Wow, I thought everyone on the hard tyre were going to stay in. But Hamilton has just boxed for a medium tyre. And he is behind Verstappen and Schumacher. Wow. Do we stay out? That's kind of what we're planning right now, to stay out. Verstappen hasn't passed Piastri yet. 4 seconds to Lando Norris now as well. I wonder if Norris will pit. Let's find out.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
Driver in front.
Lando's ahead of you now. And the time last lap, 1:15.8. Okay, gap ahead, 4.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are
no, he's not stopping.
Laps old. 1.2 seconds advantage per lap. Keep going.
Norris is not stopping. And I'm pretty sure Piastri's not stopping either, so if Piastri can hold up Verstappen, that would be amazing. This is winnable. This is definitely winnable. That Ferrari livery looks mint. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The onboard does look very clean on the Ferrari. We have defense vents. Might not even need to use it. If Piastri does the work for us, we might not even need to defend. Three and a half seconds to Lando. I think Norris is going to the end. We just confirmed that. He is indeed going to the end. .8 to Piastri. Oh, God. These tyres are definitely not feeling amazing, though. Max around Piastri's backside. Yeah, he's unable to make a move, though. He hasn't got that dog about him like we do. I got that dog in me. 3 seconds to Lando. The gap does open up a little bit in the first sector, but after that it starts tumbling down again. So as long as we survive the first sector, we are good. It's a little bit too early initially, that. There is also a massive group of cars going down the start-finish straight. We will probably have to lap them before the end of the race, because they've still got 23 laps to go. They're still a good bit away, but I think there's a good chance we probably have to get through that train at some point. Maybe it'll be late in the race. What percent of tire we're at? Tires are on 32 and 33 on the rears. Verstappen still hasn't passed Piastri yet. I mean, that right there is just proving why overtaking in Monaco is so damn difficult.
Gap to your teammate behind, 17.
Gonna be around 55% wear at the ends. Yeah. Sounds about right. Not gonna feel pretty. But honestly, it might not need to feel pretty if it means we can try and fight for the win. To be fair, Lando Norris actually held that gap quite nicely in the last lap or two. Doing a good job with that McLaren so far. Are you 100% sure you don't have a mandatory stop? Yes. We are good to the end. No need to stop. Although, I do wonder, if we get a pit window to Piastri and we're struggling against Norris, I do wonder if we maybe go for another tyre, like a medium, and try and push to the end with a better tyre. Because I am worried that if we catch Lando, we might not be able to pass him. So I'm wondering if we maybe do an extra stop just to try and force something out of him. Because it is going to be hard to pass him. We're both on pretty much the same tyres. Oh. Have you got any used softs? Yeah, probably. But again, the soft tyres felt terrible after like 10 laps at the start of the race. We were struggling quite a bit on the softs, so I'd like to maybe avoid them. How many seconds the pit cycle here? Pit loss is around 23, 24 seconds. So we've still got a bit of a gap to grow on Piastri at the moment. So it won't be until a while until we see that stop happen if we do it. At the moment, we're just going to try and chisel away at that time to Lando Norris. 2.3 the gap now. It's still coming down. Lynn, thank you for following Twitch as well, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in. Who is this behind me? It's Liam Lawson. And he's very fast. Lap time car behind. It's probably about a second slow roughly per lap. I'll check in a second. Driving behind.
Piastri's behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are more than 30 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 15.9.
15.9 last lap for Piastri. That was about 6 tenths slower than us, which isn't bad. Again, Verstappen is just not able to pass him right now, so that's very useful for us. I think even if Verstappen does pass him, I'm not even sure if he'll catch me at this rate. We've got 20 laps to go. He will need nearly a second a lap right now. Once he's passed him. I thought it was only about 17 seconds at Monaco. In the game, it's definitely more. Maybe in real life it might be, I don't know, but in the game it's around 22 to 24 seconds, something like that. Come on. Still 2.2 to land at the moment. Less than 20 laps to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Getting towards the final stretch. And this right now is for the win against Lando Norris. Can we try and find something over him? Our pace has been good so far. But we're going to have to try and find that extra gear to get past the McLaren. The McLaren is the best car on the grid right now as well, according to the R&D. Come on. Leave the follow me. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. $1.4 to Norris. Still gaining. Oh, Christ. I don't like the Lawsons all over my backside right now. Can he go away, please? Making me nervous. That's new, getting ads midstream. I don't think that's new. I'm pretty sure it's been happening for a long time. Unfortunately, it's kind of out of my control, really. Unfortunately, ads are kind of forced on Twitch, which kind of sucks. If I could turn off ads permanently, it'd be a much easier way of doing it, but unfortunately, I cannot. If it says it supports you, it's allowed. Oh, yeah, the ads do support me. I think I have, like, I don't know what my actual split is, to be fair, with Twitch, but either way, I do get, like, a bit. The thing is, I don't get, like, a lot from it. It does support a little bit, but I don't get a lot from it. I'd rather just not have ads, personally. But, there you go. That's the online world we live in now. Digital ads everywhere. Can always subscribe and won't get ads? True. That is true. Oh, God.
The car behind is dropping back by about...
Can see the rear tyres getting out of shape now. Lawson's starting to drop back a little bit, thankfully. That short-lived attack is finally over from a back marker that I didn't like. And we are within 1 second of Lando Norris now. We should get our first bit of DRS on the race leader. But obviously, as we've seen so far, catching is one thing, passing is a complete another thing. There we go, DRS went up it again. But way too far back for a move. Come on.
Get in there.
Lewis.
Miracles do happen, mate.
It's a little bit too far back at the moment. Yo, Ross with a gifted sub to Jason as well. You love to see. I think much Ross for that gifted sub, my dude. There you go. Now you have no ads to worry about. Appreciate that gifted sub, Ross. Very kind of you, man. Canadian Corgi. Thank much for the follow as well. Appreciate it. My girlfriend's also Canadian. Random fun fact. Oh, Christ. Oh my god, dude, the rears are sliding everywhere. What's going on? Holy! Did these just hit a cliff or something?
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do.
Rear right just hit 40% and bumps sliding around like crazy. Damn. Guys, thank that follow as well. Appreciate you. Welcome in too. What do you mean? What's going on? You're on 40% where? It just kind of hit out of nowhere, though. Like, I was having a little bit of sliding, but that lap, I was sliding everywhere. I had nothing. I feel like DRS is useless in Monaco. Just destroys the tires, but it's impossible to pass. Yeah, well, thankfully, in real life, I ain't got to worry about that anymore, at least. Although, I'm not going to lie, I'm not too sure the new regulations will do much for Monaco. But we'll see. You acknowledge the tire, that's what happened? Yeah. Maybe it was the mind games playing around with me. They changed the regulations today. Yeah, apparently they got new regulations, well, adjustment in the regulations happening in Miami, right? I didn't see what the actual change was, but they're making some adjustments for Miami. Did he pit a second time? Technically. Our second pit stop was a red flag, which still counts, so... We haven't actually done a second stop, but we have changed tires twice. So, that does count towards the two-stop requirement in Monaco. Should they stop racing in Monaco? I think if the new regulations cannot provide entertainment in Monaco, then yes, I don't think Monaco should be on the calendar. I was a Monaco defender for a long-ass time, and I still do see the value of having Monaco on the calendar. But I just think that modern racing is just not suitable here, really. Or modern Formula 1 racing is just not suitable at a track like this. But I still understand the values of it. I still understand why the drivers want it on the calendar. It's very much more of a driver's track rather than a spectator's track. So that's why I'm always sort of like, you know, on the fence with it in a way. The new makes will make Monaco look shit. I mean, the old regs did that anyway. Would you like to see Hockenheim instead of Monaco in that case? Absolutely, 100%. I can list off a whole bunch of tracks that I'd rather see over Monaco. It's about the crown of the jewel. It's about history of Monaco. That's what I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I understand the value. I understand the history of Monaco. I've been watching F1 for, what, 20 years now at least? Since I was a wee little child. And Monaco has, you know, always been a staple piece of F1. And I think it's important. I think it is a very valuable part of F1. However, with the way that F1 is progressing, with the way we're going as a sport, Monaco isn't really a suitable track for these regulations. It's not really, you know, racing anymore there. It's more just like a Sunday drive, but pushing the limits a bit more and avoiding the barriers. Oh my god.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Use the damn ERS. Overtake is banned. We're not allowed to. We can use everything but overtake, which is why we have a lot of battery. 19 seconds of Piastri. 12 laps to go. Oh god. I mean, we are pretty much stuck behind Lando Norris right now, aren't we? If we pit, would we be ahead of Piastri? I don't think we would be, would we? The rejoin says P9. I don't think that's quite right. But if we pit, we'd have to make sure we're ahead of Piastri. My worry right now is that on these tires, I can't pass Lando Norris. You can see that I'm getting close, but that right there, for example, the tires are just not really biting anymore, and I lose out a bunch of time. Which is why I'm thinking about boxing again, but I don't know if we'd catch up to Norris enough. And we're running out of time. We've got 11 laps to go. Like, I don't know what we do at this point. You need 21 seconds over Piastri, you think? I think we could get there in the next couple laps, but...
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.6 seconds.
Not even softs would help. I don't think I'd go soft tires because I worry that they'll just wear out too quickly. Go for it this lap. But if I get stuck behind Piastri, it's game over. That's the worry right now I have. And like you see, I just can't get close enough. Because his tires are not biting anymore. I think this is the final chance we've got to pit. Otherwise, I just have to fight against dirty air on these tires to try and get the position, but I don't think I can. Last lap was a 15.6. We would be at least 3 seconds a lap quicker. And with 10 laps to go, this would be a big call. Man. I'm not going soft tires though, chat. I'll go mediums, but I won't go softs. Go. Go, 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 go. Lock in pit crew. How is that green? Go.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Okay, that was a fairly decent stop. Well within the time.
Come on, 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 come on. Come on. Yes.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish.
Oh my God. Huge. You also nothing. $18.5 to Lando, 10 laps to go. Can we do it? Can we do it? This is all-out war to the end. Are they scrub mediums? Nope, fresh. That was so important we got ahead of Piastri there, though. Come on. Let's leave it all out there right now. Push it all the way to the end. Oh my God, the grip on these tires feel amazing right now. Look at that, immediately a purple middle sector. The grip on these tires are immaculate. $14.1 on an outlap, bro.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking
14.1 on an outlap. That was quicker than the times I was doing on the hards. Right, 15 seconds to Lando. Come on. We're already... I think we gained like 4 seconds that lap, no? Oh my God, we are flying.
We've got some clear track around us now.
Shut up!
So let's use it and make this.
Don't jinx me, Mark.
A quick one. Let's go.
Do not be jinxing me right now. US 20 on pit exit, and we're already 13.5. Oh, my days. Is there a back marker between you and Norris? Yeah, but I don't think it'll cause much of an issue. Hopefully. This should be a purple lap here, right?
Okay, nice.
Oh my God.
Really good job with that target, mate.
Yeah, you can say that again. Driver in front.
Norris just ahead. Push for the position. And the time last lap, 1:15.8. Okay, gap to the car in
15.8.
front, 11.1
Bro, we're
seconds.
4.5 seconds quicker.
Hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are more than 30
Oh my
laps
God,
old.
I did not expect to be 4 seconds quicker per lap right now. Holy shit. I was expecting maybe like 2 or 3 seconds, not 5. Oh, buddy. Come on, 9.4 to Norris. Cooking up a storm right now, chat. We got to get through these back markers. Hopefully, they won't cause too much of an issue. But you know what they're like sometimes. Thank you, Gabby. Didn't get the RS, but we are through on Gabby very easily there. That's not too bad. 7.1 to Lando Norris. We have gained 13 seconds since we pit. Just a few laps ago. What a decision this has been to pit from medium tire. It is like the AI is on 0 AI right now or something. Come on. Six to go. AI is bugged again. Restart. Don't even.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
$72 laps. No. VAR that. VAR that right now. I don't know if I can change the angle. That's going to show us nothing, is it? Bro, look at the way... Go into photo mode. I think it's broken at that point, though, isn't it? There. Ref. Ref. It's already broken there? No, I don't think it is. I think it's still on here. Ref! I don't want a flashback because I feel like that kind of like ruins things. I don't want a flashback yet, but I feel like I have been scammed here. One more frame back. Bruh. Like there. No, because that's too far away now. End plate broken? I think the end plate might have been broken from somewhere before. I don't know where, but...
Fucking hell, ref.
Flashback and see if you can overtake Norris, then wreck at the last corner. I think it's fairly obvious to say we probably would have caught Norris, though. We were getting like 4 or 5 seconds a lap. Keep racing. We need to know if you catch Norris. Just drive into the wall if you don't want to change the result. But we know that we're going to catch Norris. We literally had gained 14 seconds in like 3 laps. We're going to catch him. There's no doubt about that. Don't flashback a buddy, even if you want to see the end, it's cool. Well, obviously, it feels like we've been hard done by, but I am going to play with it what it is, I think. That's fucked, though, bruh. That is genuinely fucked. I did not even touch that barrier and it rips off my tire like that. Look at the way it just, like, folds into itself. Literally didn't even touch it. Oh, brother. I say flashback. This is unfair. Shouldn't have been a DNF. At least give us the battle first. Yo, just want to see the battle. It don't feel like authentic now, though. Now it just don't feel authentic. At first, I thought I fucked it, but then, yeah, watching that back, that was pretty cheesy. We can flashback it. But I don't want to finish the race, though. Is that fair? We can flashback, but we won't finish the race. Yeah, that's fair. We'll DNF at some point just to see if we can catch up. Let's Verstappen. Catch Norris. You could catch him, maybe not overtake. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Took a wide line on that one. I mean, we're already only 5 seconds behind Lando Norris. This is gonna be easy. We are gonna breeze past him. The grip alone will let us pass him. Oh, boys. Catch up's one thing, overtake is something completely different. I guess we'll see. But I think we'll get him very easily, personally. The grip is on another level, so... Kill Norris. Crash into Norris doesn't win either. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, man. That's kind of annoying, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That probably would have been a win right there, but unfortunately, not gonna be the case. I've got to make sure we retire it fairly early to make sure we don't get classified still either. I think we might still get classified at this point, but...
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the
Damn
tyres.
you, Arsenal. Bro's blaming Arsenal for my bottle. I mean, like... I didn't hit that wall, though. That's the thing. I didn't hit that wall. Yeah, look how much we're getting on Norris. This is crazy. Literally through every braking zone, through every traction zone, everywhere. I'm getting on Norris. Look how easy that was. Look how easy that was. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you. Okay, that don't DNF me though. Yeah, all right, bet. There we go.
That looks bad. You all right? Let me know you're okay.
Oh, man. What a bummer, bruh. What a damn bummer. Unreal. You're saying about me how you ain't crashing so long on an F1 game as well. I think the last time we had a DNF was genuinely in Monaco again. I think from the Braun GP crew, we also DNF'd in Monaco. And that was the last time we retired as well, so... Oh, man. GG's, chat. GG's. Unbelievable. I still feel like I've been scammed in a way, but we're going to play with it. We're going to play with it. So, yes, the end result would have been we would have beat Lando Norris because we had so much more grip. But after 4 wins on the bounce, we are going to retire the Monaco Grand Prix with some very ill fate. Brutal, man. Lando Norris will take the win then, unsurprisingly. Who gets P2 and P3?
So enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front.
Wait,
really had to
where's
work
Piastri?
today.
Did Piastri get beat in the end?
It's what every driver imagines when they start out on their long road towards Formula One. And for our lucky 3 today, here's the podium.
Piastri didn't make the podium. Restart session, try again. Yeah, AI was broken.
A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris.
That's all your points gone as well. I'm sorry. You can blame me. It's fine. I'll personally blame the game, but y'all can put the blame on me. I don't mind. I can take it. So Lando Norris then picks up McLaren's first win of the season. The first non-Barry Hockenheim win this season as well. Verstappen finishes P2, Schumacher in P3, and that will round out your podium here in Monaco. It should have been us on that top step, but unfortunately, some mishaps unfortunately cost us quite a lot. Lewis Hamilton finishes P4, Piastri P5, Charles Leclerc, our teammate, finished in P6 in the end as well. Hadjar, Gasly, Stroll, and Kimi Antonelli all retired. Did we get classified in the end? Yeah, we did. We got the fastest lap, but we were classified, so it should say DNF on our name, but oh well. Ferrari crashed in Monaco. I've seen this way too many times before. Yep, and it's happened once again. But yeah, Piastri not getting a podium there. Looks like there was no safety car either for our crash, because there was still like big gaps across the field there. So looks like there was no safety car for our incident, but yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is, but yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for the Monaco Grand Prix. And we have unfortunately lost out big time in the championship now as well. The gap has come down to 22 points against Michael Schumacher in the Drivers' Championship. We're 23 ahead of Charles Leclerc, who does outscore us by a few points today as well. Norris and Piastri comfortably in that top 5 as well. In terms of Constructors' Championship, Ferrari still lead the way there, at least, with 64 points up over McLaren at the moment. Audi in third on 105. Red Bull and Aston Martin in that top 5 as well. Mercedes, Williams, Alpine, and Haas are scoring points, which is actually not bad, actually. We've only got 2 teams yet to score points so far this season, which isn't bad. 5 rounds in, but there you go. Replay the red flag. I don't think it's going to show too much. We can have a look why there was a yellow flag. I'm pretty sure the red flag was bugged, though. So it was before here, wasn't it? I think it was somewhere on this lap. Yeah, safety car's out here. Ah. How did that not retire him, bruh? So you're going to tell me that didn't give him any damage? Not even rear wing damage. And yet my entire front left ripped off without making contact with the wall. EA Sports, you've done it again, lads. You've done it again. Crazy. There's literally no rear wing damage either. But that's why there's a safety car, because everyone got piled up behind him. And then a safety car came out for that, so... and then we had a red flag, but I'm pretty sure this red flag was just bugged. I think there was just like a bit of a queue going on in the final corners. Wait, where was it? End of this lap, I think. He might have damage, but rear wing has no visuals to show it. We can have a look where he finished, and maybe that would give us an idea roughly of where he finished, if he got damage, but... I thought rear wing did have damage to it, maybe not. Bro, what? This game is something, huh? And that's why we got a red flag. Oh, this game is impeccable. It really is. Oh, man.